So, what are the gifts of trauma? That might sound like a strange question, but when we look at it, trauma is always being judged as a negative, shouldn't have happened, it's bad, it's wrong, end of story. And of course, on a human level, that's completely true. All these terrible things that play out in the world and continue to kind of get recycled, it's negative, destructive, fear-based, so harmful. But for those who face their trauma, for those who have the strength and courage to unpack and work through their trauma, the stressful experiences, the abuse, whatever it is, the neglect, what we find is that there are gifts that have developed out of the struggle. There's good things that come out of bad. Somehow all things work for the good when we bring love into the equation. And so the gifts of trauma, struggle, challenge, well, they're infinite and varied, of course, but maybe think about your own challenges. Maybe they were abusive, maybe there is definitely trauma there, but you think about it, as you've healed out the residue, the leftover wrappings, if you like, of that dysregulated system and all the negative self-belief and all the emotional charge that's trapped inside and all the stuck sympathetic nervous system issues of trauma, as you've healed that out and released that, what have you unwrapped? What's the gift that's exposed as you clear out that residual mess? The kind of gifts people find, and certainly I get to unpack with people, great blessing to do the work I do, are things like deep strength and resilience, deep wisdom and understanding and appreciation of things through having such a negative experience, or maybe the lack of something that was needed. There's a very consciously developed awareness about the importance of those things and wanting those things. Obviously courage, bravery, just to survive, just to get through perhaps years of traumatic experience, abuse, dysfunction. That's developing, tempering these qualities in the person, in the personality, in the soul, really of that person that gets beaten into us over the years. There's no easy way to develop that stuff. You know, there's no easy way to temper a sword in the flames as it's being pounded by a hammer, folded and pounded again and again. Tempered steel is sharper and stronger. And so these qualities, strength, courage, wisdom, let's add to that. Empathy, because people know what it's like to go through these things. And so they have empathy. They've got that understanding. They can attune themselves to others who are going through something similar. They know, it's not theory, they know that experience. And so I just feel so privileged to work with people who've developed such incredibly deep compassion and empathic awareness of others. And we can add to this list. There's a whole lot of subtle things and specific things around the qualities that develop. But the key point I want to make here is that the gifts that come out of our trauma are things that we couldn't develop otherwise. They won't come out of easy. They don't come out of comfortable. I mean, easy times make weak people, as we're finding a lot in the world actually at the moment. There's issues there when things are too comfortable. We're not taken out of our comfort zone. We're not pushed. Now, trauma is going to the other extreme, of course, and in an ideal world, perhaps it's more balanced, it's more less extreme, and there's less getting stuck. But on this messy, confused planet, certainly it's been an environment where the soul has had access to very intense, dark experiences, if we've wanted it, if we've chosen to take that on. And so I commend you, I celebrate you, I applaud you for surviving, whatever you've survived, whatever challenges you've got through in your life. And I encourage you to keep going on your journey of healing, of unwrapping the gifts that are there, to get through to that place of thriving, recognition of what you have become, not despite what you went through, but actually because of it. So, if you're finding these videos helpful, please subscribe. Any comments, any feedback is most welcome, and definitely here for you as you need. Thanks.